Hi guys! So today's video, I will discuss to you the history of science and its major discoveries and its development. But before that, let me introduce to you myself. I am Rodaliza Sirenius, a BSAIS first year college from Jeremy's U. Dapitan City. So science is as old as the world itself. There's no individual that can exactly when and where science began. From the genesis of time, science has already existed. It is always interwoven with the society. So, we define science in 4 categories. So first, science as an idea. Second, science as an intellectual activity. Third, science as a body of knowledge. And last, science as a personal and social activity. So science as an idea, it includes theories and all available scientific explanations and observations about the natural and physical world. Second is science as an intellectual activity. It encompasses a systematic and practical study of the natural and physical world. This process of study involves systematic observation and experimentation. Third, science as a body of knowledge. It is a subject or a discipline, a field of study or a body of knowledge that deals with the process of learning about the natural and physical world. This is what we refer to as full science. So lastly, science is a personal and social activity. This explains that science is both knowledge and activities done by human beings to develop better understanding of the world around them. It is means to improve life and to survive in life. It is interwoven with people's lives. Human beings have embarked in scientific activities in order to know and understand everything around them. They have persistently observed and studied the natural and the physical world in order to find meanings and seek answers to many questions. They have developed novel ideas, later known as philosophy, to provide alternative or possible explanations to certain phenomena. The idea of scientific revolution is claimed to have started in the early 16th century after the 18th century in Europe. Why in Europe? The answer is the invention of the printing machine and the blooming intellectual activities done in various places of learning and the growing number of scholars in various fields of human interest. But this does not mean, however, that science is a foreign idea transported from other areas of the globe. Anyone who can examine the history of science, technology, and medicine and mathematics is aware that all great civilizations of the ancient world had their own sophisticated traditions and activities related to these disciplines. The ideas generated during this period enable the people to reflect, rethink, and re-examine their beliefs and their way of life. There is no doubt that it ignited vast human interest to rethink how they do science and view scientific processes. Scientific revolution is very significant in the development of human beings, transformations of the society, and the information of scientific ideas. It significantly improved the conduct of scientific investigations, experiments, and observations. His book, The Descent Man, was so impressive yet very controversial. He introduced the idea of all organic life, including human beings, under the realm of evolutionary thinking. They replaced the dominant views of a religious or biblical design that places human beings in a privileged position of having being created by God. Darwin's theory of evolution scientifically questioned this. Darwin's accomplishments were so diverse that it is useful to distinguish two fields to which he made major contributions: evolutionary biology and philosophy of science. More than these words, what made Darwin truly remarkable was his courage to challenge religious and unscientific ideas that are deemed to be permanent during those days. Freud is a famous figure in the field of psychology. Rosenfels also described him as a towering literacy figure and a very talented communicator who did his share to raise the consciousness of the civilized world in psychology matters. The facts remain that Freudian ideas and theories are still considered nowadays as a great inspiration to examine human mind and behavior in a more scientifically accepted way. So the last topic I will discuss to you is all about the development of science. The Maya civilization is one of the famous civilizations that lasted for approximately 2,000 years. These people are known for their works in astronomy. They incorporated their advanced understanding of astronomy into their temples and other religious structures. This allows them to use their temples for astronomical observations. For example, the pyramid at Chichen Itza in Mexico is situated at the location of the sun during the spring and fall equinoxes. Mayan knowledge and understanding about celestial bodies was advanced for their time, as evidenced by the knowledge of predicting eclipse and using astrological cycles in planting and harvesting. The Mayans are also known for measuring time using two complicated calendar systems. These calendars are very useful for their life, especially in planning their activities and in observing their religious rituals and cultural celebrations. The Mayans also developed the technology for growing different crops and buildings elaborate cities using ordinary machineries and tools. They built hydraulic systems with sophisticated waterways to supply water to different communities. Furthermore, they use various tools and adapt themselves to innovation, especially in the field of arts. The Mayans built looms for weaving clothes and devised a rainbow of glittery paints made from a mineral called mica. They also believed to be one of the first people to produce rubber products 3,000 years before Goodyear received its patent in 1844. The Inca civilization is also famous in Mesoamerica. The Incas made advanced scientific ideas considering their limitations as an old civilization. The following were scientific ideas and tools that they developed to help them in everyday life. So first is roads paved with stones. Second, stone buildings that surmounted earthquakes and other disasters. Third, irrigation system and technique for storing water for their crops to grow in all types of land. Fourth, calendar with 12 months to mark their religious festivals and prepare them for planting season. Fifth, the first suspension bridge. Sixth, quipo, a system of knotted ropes to keep records that only experts can interpret. And 7, Inca textiles, since cloth was one of the specially prized artistic achievements. Following the Inca, the Aztec civilization has also made substantial contributions to science and technology and to the society. Some of their contributions are the following. So first is mandatory education. The Aztec puts value on education. That is why their children are mandated to get education regardless of their social class, gender, or age. Second is the chocolates. The Aztec in Mexico developed chocolate during their time. Third is antispasmodic medication. They used a type of antispasmodic medication that could prevent muscle spasm and relax muscles, which could help during surgery. Fourth is chinampa. It is a form of Aztec technology for agricultural farming in which the land was divided into rectangular areas and surrounded by canals. Fifth is the Aztec calendar. This enabled them to plan their activities, rituals, and planting season. And lastly, invention of the canoe, a light narrow boat used for traveling in water system. So that's all for today. Again, this is your speaker, Rana Lisa.